life is not a series of controlled thoughts. That's what the outcome. But of course, outcome is not the greatest word, but that is what the living quality is after a deep, deep self-inquiry. You see, many people think and how many teachers deliver it, that self-inquiry is a dehypnosis. Hypnosis means to add something onto what you are. Dehypnosis means to take off something what you are. To deny I am the person is taking off something of what I am. You see, how could denying I am as the person be distracting from I am? You see, it's not, don't have to take off the person. We have to see through it. It can remain. We have to see through it. It's the old burglar and policeman joke. The policeman gets a call to say a house has been burgled. He stops at the side of the road. This man walks past. The policeman opens the door and says, "Excuse me, sir, but you burgled that house." The man says, "I am no burglar. I have no objects of theft. I have only myself. Why do you think I would burgle?" He says, "You burgled that house 4 doors down. That doesn't mean to say I am a burglar. You have no proof. There are no witnesses. Until you come up with something, you cannot convict me, Mr. Police Officer." And the man says, "What gives you the right to assume that I burgled that house?" And the policeman says, "I have, at this moment in time, no witnesses. I have no proof. I can see no objects. But I can see through you. There's something about you that is not true. That's a person. The person is that what has collated many ideas and concepts of thoughts about what it is. No one can remove the idea that you were once a person or are a person or will always be a person. The self-inquiry is to say, whatever. I cannot find something personal within me that determines that I am this objective form that can be controlled, manipulated, enhanced. I'm okay with it. But I don't live my life being that person. Many classes which didn't last long, a period of 3-4 years. I think lockdown paid price to it, but just prior to the lockdown, there was loads of self-awareness classes. And everyone was saying, yes, I will teach you how to be self-aware. But this awareness that they were teaching is conscious awareness, which we already have as a person. I am consciously aware. The trees, stand upright. I am consciously aware that I am a man. I am consciously aware that I'm going to my work, that I'm driving the car, that I'm running the race, that I'm climbing the hill. And the self-awareness teacher would say, yeah, so be in that awareness. And self-inquiry is a much more deep-rooted awareness. Where is the root of awareness? Who is aware of awareness? You see? Who can be aware of awareness? The person will say, well, I am me. So who is aware of I am me? The mind will say, oh, it must be a God. It must be an angel. It must be my soul. It must be my spirit. End of inquiry. Beginning of inquiry. Beginning of inquiry. Everything prior to that is normal stuff. Normal personal stuff. Normal personage stuff. The beginning of inquiry is to go and try and see through that what is aware of the awareness. Where is that located? How far do you have to go to discover the witness of this form that is witnessing? If you want to look for a witness of witnessing and you find that too difficult, let's look for the witnessing of witnessing. Let's remove the form. Let's just go with the inquiry. But there's no one inquiry. There's no I inquiring. There's no me inquiry. But inquiring seems to be taking place. And when the thought, see, there is no, I'm not a life of controlled thoughts. Okay? That's the livingness, the kind of result. But that's a controlled thought. That itself is a controlled thought. I am not the life of the controlled thoughts. It's a controlled thought. So only the Ramana Maharshi method. Deny the thoughts. We cannot remove thoughts. We cannot completely remove thoughts. The thought I exist is permanent until this body fades. That what fades remains, but the association with the I am, this, that, or another, gone. It's the thoughts that die, the witness of the thoughts, or the thoughts that witness the thought, the thought that witnessed the thoughts, witnessing the thoughts, witnessing the thoughts, witnessing the thoughts. On and on, you see. The inquiry, the false inquiry can go all over the universe outwardly. And you'll never find the source, the root of what you're looking for, because you are whatever it is that it is inquiring. So Ramana Maharshi did not remove the thoughts, he simply denied them. And they kept coming, and he denied them. And they kept coming, and he denied them. And then there was no denier. The thoughts just passed. No association, no attachment anymore, but they still exist. But you're seeing through them, you see. Something sees through that what is taking place, out with and within this body, that is not associated or attached to this body or the outward world or the inward world. No one can teach this, you see. No one can actually teach this. Babaji, Nisargadatta Maharaj, Ramana Maharshi, probably the only real teachers. There are others, I know. You have your own favourites. But they always went another step backwards, like a form of dehypnosis. But I'm not going backwards. How can that what already is the root of all life take a step forward or a step backward? It has to be permanently here. Babaji says to his disciple, who is here? The disciple says, me. How did you get here? I took a plane. Where are you now? Here. Did you need a plane to be here? Not in a geographical place of this whole, to exist. Did you need a train to exist? Did you need a boat to exist? Did you need anything to be here? Did something not just happen and you appear to be here? No one can teach. The disassociation with the thoughts doesn't mean I'm not accepting the thoughts. I see the thought. It's not for me. Natty or netty. Not this, not this. My life is full of conditioned, controlled thoughts. Not this, not even this thought. My life is free of thoughts. Not this. This is awareness of awareness. The conscious awareness says, my life is free of thoughts. The true awareness says, no, not this. Conscious awareness says, I am a man. Not this. Not this. I'm seeing through. I'm witnessing that all of my life is rotating and circling and coming past me, through me, behind me, up above me, down below me, like the earth sees the universe spinning around. Yeah, I am witnessing, I am the axis, and even in the axis, not this. Even if I see myself as emptiness, not this. It's an ongoing inquiry, you see. That's why most get fed up. I did it for 10 years. And what did you find? Nothing. Well, that was a waste of 10 years, was it? Well, actually, when I think about it, I feel much more better, much more happier, much more lighter. Are you a person? Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, you know. Sometimes the mind is good, sometimes the mind is bad, but I am aware. So you're back into consciousness, conscious self-awareness. And that's okay. So the teachers before lockdown that was teaching self-awareness are taking you to the point, to the start of the race, you see. And then you have to become the witness of that what is racing. The witness of the mind that races in all directions, around you, above you, within you, out with you, below you. And you don't attach, associate to anything that it says. And of course many will give up after a day, an hour, a week, a month, a year. Nothing. But you don't really want to discover what you already are, beyond, prior to the body. prior to the mind, prior to consciousness. No one wants to discover that pure awareness, that God awareness. And you know what God is, but you don't say it, because it's a thought. The thought will say, I found God. God is light. Not this. Not this. Because to describe God and to know God and to give a projected evaluation or a sharing of God is blasphemy. God is within, out with, around, above, below, always here. Can you be God? That's what I'm going to leave you with. Be kind to yourself. That's the best teaching. Be kind to yourself and be kind. The kindness, you won't have to give effort to be kind to others. When you're kind to yourself, the kindness will be aware of itself and all will gather unto it. And only kindness will exist. Let's hope.